Good morning. It is so weird to not have my second device. And for those of you that have never used StreamYard, for the host, it does show the comments up here. For anybody that is just along with the host, they can't even see the comments. They have to have a second device. But I always have a second device because it shows up, the comments show up on my second device faster than they show up here on StreamYard. It also shows, good morning, Barbie. It also shows a more accurate count of who's in the chat than it does on StreamYard, because StreamYard was showing me 0 when Barbie's comment just popped up. Now it says 2. So hello, hello, hello. This is my coffee cup today. And if you don't know, if you missed it on Monday, I'm at my daughter's for the week. Can you guys hear that truck? Hi, Kathy. They're doing construction around here somewhere, and there was no truck traffic on Monday, probably because it was a holiday. Hey, Roxanne. But yesterday was trash day in the neighborhood. They went around twice because they picked up recycling, and then there were truck after truck. It sounds like we're going to have truck after truck after truck again today, too. Anyway, if you missed it, I'm at my daughter's. That's why my background looks different. This is that fantastic cabinet she thrifted. Oh my goodness, it's wonderful. Sounds like waves. It was a big truck. But anyway, so coffee cup. This cup was mine from the 80s. Got my lipstick on it. And when my daughter moved out, she begged me to take it with her. So I let her. But me collecting coffee cups is not a new thing. Okay, you guys let me know if that's too loud, because I will get up and close the window. Because now it sounds like they're backing up. Hi, Linda. So, vintage coffee cup that was originally mine. And then I have to show you guys this one. So back in 2000, I came across these mugs. And I bought one for everyone in my family at Christmas time that year. It was 1999. And so I bought one for everyone in my family, and I gifted them at Christmas, and I had filled them with homemade candies and cookies and stuff for everyone in my family, and most people still had theirs. So when my daughter moved out, because she was born in the year 2000, so I was pregnant with her, and I had a not even 2-year-old at home when I was making these. And so she really wanted my cup. Well, I actually use mine all the time. I usually warm up soup in it, but I've eaten ice cream in it. I have on days when you eat a lot of coffee, because it's huge. I mean, so I believe that she talked one of my sisters who still had hers into giving it to her. I think this is my sister's. I don't think this is mine. I think mine I still have. But it's so fun to be here at my daughter's, because so many things, like right above me here, that was one of my grandmother's jewelry boxes. I have her jewelry armoire, and this wasn't really my style, so that I gifted that to my daughter. And then, like, sitting over here, just right here on her coffee table, this was my grandmother's mirror that she carried around in her purse. So it's fun to see all these little things just sitting around displayed that were my grandmother's. I have been enjoying, oh, no trucks now. I've been enjoying my time here at my daughter's. Her cats aren't very snuggly. And she has 2 cats. The first cat, Romeo, actually, she got him when he was a kitten, when she was still living with me. And so we bonded as a kitten. I have a lot of pictures of him where he's asleep right here or asleep right up under my chin. And so he knows me and he likes to see me, but he's just not a real snuggly cat anyway. And then the other cat she has, he's not even, I don't even think he's a year old yet. And he's only met me, like this is his third time meeting me. And good morning, Roxana. And so at first he ran and hid from me every time I walked into a room. And I didn't try and touch him or pick him up or anything. I just left him alone. And so I've been here since Sunday. So yesterday, Tuesday, he was a little friendlier and kind of bumping up against me. Like, so I picked him up, got to snuggle him for a minute. So that was fun. Good morning, Angela. So I wasn't going to do a sale today because I'm here and I didn't bring other things with me. But I only sold one thing on Monday's Glass with Class. So I could show you guys that glass again. I've got it all sitting right here in a basket in bubble wrap. So if anybody wants to see the glass that I had available Monday and they didn't get to go to Monday's sale, let me know and I'll show you guys. But otherwise, I'm just going to hang out here with you for a little bit. And I'll give you the prompt. And I did not bring my book with my altered book. I didn't bring any of that stuff with me. Also, I still do have a poodle sale up. That is good through the end of this. Well, I think it's good through Friday. So if you missed my poodle sale, you can go look at the poodles I have for sale. And I did not even write down last week's prompt. Sorry, guys. I'm not even sure what last week's prompt was. But I can give you this week's prompt. Draw on a page with markers. I'm terrible at drawing. Terrible. I'm terrible at staying in the lines when I'm coloring. So not artistic. Oh, and thank you, whoever complimented my earrings. I did see that. I have had these, I don't even know how long. I may have had these since before I had kids. I've got my coffee and antiques and coffee shirt. And I am going to head out today. I got to pick up cat litter for her. And then there are 2 thrift stores in the area. One is a consignment store, which my daughter warned me is usually pretty pricey. But I'll just go and do a walkthrough. And then she didn't know what the other one was like because she's never been in that one. But I'm going to go check those out this morning before it gets too warm to do anything. And then next week, we will be back to normal. And I have a lot of stuff coming up. The 29th, I'm going to be on Beth's channel, Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties with Brie. We're doing a sale. July 4th, we will be having a drop sale. And Halen Vintage is hosting that. She's not going to put things into a playlist. She's just going to let the next person in line introduce whoever's coming after them. So we're going to do that. Yeah, I hope so too, Roxanne. I hope I don't find something fantastic and then it's like way out of my price range. I was watching Crazy Lamp Lady this morning, and every time that she's in front of the black box filming, you can see an avocado green and pulley bottle on her top shelf without a stopper. I have the stopper for that. But, you know, I'm sure she gets hundreds of emails and she gets thousands of comments. And so for the first, and I always think, well, she needs to get that stopper for me for that bottle. She's just had it sitting there. And so I did comment this time. I don't usually comment, but I'm like, every time that I watch your videos, I see that in Fully Bottle. I have the stopper for that. I don't know if she'll see it or not. Well, Kathy, I hope that we do not have rain. I hope that you guys have a good yard sale. Good morning, Harry. We are just hanging out a little bit before I go run errands. This corner right here is my daughter's like vintage Asian themed corner. So she's got so many little, she's got that Buddha candle that I bought. I think I bought this off of Halen Vintage. It's all sitting on vintage trays, and then she's got little vases and things up there. I'm sure I found that for her. This one was made in England. And you can't see, maybe I'm going to take you guys for a ride. I'm going to tip you up so you can see. Oh, no. See her wall hangings up there? The fan was my grandmother's, and the one, the long picture was my grandmother's. So I know for a fact those are vintage. And that tray was vintage. Yeah, I don't know anything about them. I just know that because she has both of my grandmothers, both of, so her great grandmothers, and then a couple pieces from her great grandmother on her dad's side. And then she thrifted this cabinet, which is just gorgeous. And she was able just to pull it all together, and it all looks so pretty in this area. And, I picked up this giant fan, and I didn't think she'd want it because she tends toward the red and the black, but no, she absolutely loved it and she wanted it. So she's going to get that hung on the wall. So I have no idea about the worth of anything. I just pick it up when I see it because she likes it. So here's the prompt again. Draw on a page with markers. And I keep saying that the Altered Book Project is just a low to no stress, low to no cost project. But because I've been so busy and I haven't been able to do some of the prompts, now I am getting that feeling of being behind. Oh, why do you have to get rid of them, Kathy? Gnomes are fun. I stopped by my brother's on the 16th because it was his birthday, and I was dropping him off the Avon cars that I've shown you guys. And he has some fantastic gnomes in his front flower bed. So I was checking them all out while I was there. His are current ones though. So like he's got a biker babe and a biker dude. And he's got one of the gnomes is mooning everybody. And it's so much fun. And if I missed anybody coming in or I missed you saying something, oh, Kathy, I did miss what you said about email her. I have your stopper. I could do that. Yeah. Gotta go back and look. Okay, I think I read everything. My poor daughter, they are in Hocking Hills camping, and it has just rained and rained and rained. They did get to go canoeing yesterday, and then this morning they were gonna, or sometime today, they're gonna go do putt-putt golf, and they're gonna go do this gem mining thing, which we did when she was a kid with my ex-husband's grandparents. We met them for the day, and they took us, and we had so much fun. So I think that's why she wants to do it. But they are having a lot of fun on vacation in spite of the rain. The nice thing about it raining is that nobody's camping near them. Everybody pulled up and went home. No one wanted to put up with the rain. Romeo is her bigger cat is just walking. Oh, he did a plop over. Asked my mom if my cats miss me, and she's like, well, they've just been really, really quiet and they're sleeping. I'm like, great, they're depressed. My cats are depressed. But I'm going home Friday. I will see them on Friday. Ooh. Sorry, coffee hasn't kicked in yet. Her bed is not as comfy as mine, so. Didn't sleep well the first night. I slept okay last night. Good morning, Diane. So did anybody want to see any of the small glass things that I had offered on Monday? Let me know. Because almost all of them are still available. I think I only sold one thing on Monday. So if anybody wants to see them again, it was all glass smalls. If anybody wants to see them that didn't make it Monday, I can show those to you. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm still enjoying the quiet of not having the 3 dogs that I live with barking at every little outside sound. Okay, so Kathy says sure, so I will show you guys. So I had, this is most likely Bryce Brothers, and it is the child cup size, but this is an antique. Amber glass. It has, did it have a chip or just some rough spots? Chip right there, I believe. But it's in pretty good condition for its age. And also, if you follow me on my second channel, I did put up a video on my second channel about traveling when you have chronic illness and severe allergies. So I do have a new video up on there. I hadn't done a video in a long time, but I got one up this week. So really pretty butterfly pattern on that. Bryce Brothers Amber child cup size. And this one was $12, number 2. $12, number 2. Good morning, Kitch. Late 1800s, early 1900s. I don't remember. I'm sure I have it written down somewhere. When the Bryce, because we did talk about the Bryce Brothers sometime in the last couple of months. So that was the first one. And then I had, this one's most likely Kemple glass. And what I thought was, and we will be talking about Kemple glass next week. I thought it was interesting that Kemple glass was from like the 1940s to 1970s, but they bought a bunch of early American pattern glass molds that had originally only been made in clear glass, and they made them in colors. So this is most likely Kemple glass. I always hate to say definitively when it's not marked, unless I found an ad like that antique spooner. I found the ad that showed it from the 1800s, so I was able to tell. But this one, most likely Kemple glass, 1940s to 1970s, and it's a gorgeous amberina. That yellow is very clear on the top here, and then you can see it down here as well. No chips, no cracks. It's just a little toothpick. And this one is $10, number 6. $10, number 6 on the toothpick. This is actually the last piece of amberina that I had from when I was collecting amberina. I'd pulled those 2 items from my personal collection because I was trying to make my rainbow of smalls. All right, next item was this milk glass hen on Nest. And this one, a bunch of them online were labeled as Westmoreland, but it doesn't have the Westmoreland on it. So I think it's probably a copy. I don't think it's Westmoreland. But the red cold paint is still in perfect shape. Look at that. Perfect shape on that. No chips, no cracks on this one. And it's bigger than my little salt cellar ones, but it is much smaller than a regular hen on Nest. And this one is $12, number 5. $12, number 5 on that one. And next Glass with Class on Monday, I will have the Carnival Glass Hen on Nest Indiana glass that I found recently. I was so disappointed I couldn't show you the glow on Monday on this little Sarah Coventry brooch. But this stone right here above my fingernail is uranium glass. And this one stone does glow. But super pretty, small Sarah Coventry brooch. And this one is also can be made into a pendant. And it's a dinky one. $10, number 3. $10, number 3 on the Sarah Coventry brooch. And then I just love this one. It's the bottom to a perfume bottle. So disappointed the top's not there, but it's a gorgeous piece anyway. The top would have been like this tall, and the very center would have had one of these eyes. So this is most likely Ellie Smith beaded medallion from the 1940s. And it's just so, and it's nice and heavy. And I do believe it had one tiny little flea bite. And then right here is the seam. But it's gorgeous. And it's only $8, number 9. It would be like $40 if it had its top. Yes, we talked about that on Monday, about the different things that you could put in here. A fancy pen. I love that. Just $8, number 9. And I've got the little imperial glass toothpick. Now this one is larger than the Kemple. And remember, the Kemple was using the antique molds. And this would have, I don't know, would have been an Imperial's own mold. I will include the candle if you want it, just because it's kind of a really cool candle. But this one is cheap because it does have some dings. So when you hold it up to the light, you can see the dings. Now when it's displayed, you can't see them. I saw all of your setup for tea and everything, Angela. So fancy. Yeah, quill pen would look cool in there too. So this Imperial glass, and it has the IG there in the bottom. Imperial glass Carnival, $6. $6, number one, and I will include the candle if you want it. Oh, a black ostrich feather. That would look amazing, especially in like Nikki's decor, because she does a lot of black accents in her decor. Then I had the piece of glass that has been lavendered from the sunlight. And it's so pretty. And I know that it is ruined glass, so we've talked a lot about that. But I have kept it for ever since I found it. For probably the last 2 years I've had this, just because it's such a pretty light lavender color, and I really like that. And we decided that it was Master Salt Dip, I think on Monday is what we decided it was. But it's early American pattern glass. It has a lot of magnesium in it, which is why it turned purple in the sunlight. Just a pretty little simple piece. And I had just things that I didn't take back to their home. So like buttons and screws and things. That's what I kept in here the last 2 years. It was just one of my little catch-alls. And this one is $10, number 8. $10, number 8. So true glass enthusiast would hate that it had been sun damaged and turned lavender. But we like that sometimes. And then I had this little piece, which probably held, we think, probably a silver-plated salt and pepper shaker. And you can really see the difference in color between the two. I liked the sides of this. And I thought it would be good to hold crystals or just little things like that. Finger dip. Maybe. So little clear glass double holder, $6. $6, number 7 on that one. And then I've got one more thing, and I absolutely adore this little spoon. This is Depression era. Is it Hazel Atlas? Yep, Hazel Atlas. Tiny, tiny condiment spoon. I'll show you the coffee cup in size comparison. So tiny, tiny condiment spoon from Hazel Atlas. You could dab your mustard on with it. And it's not even, it's like maybe 4 inches. I didn't bring a ruler with me. And I never did find one here at my daughter's. But this one is $10, number 10. $10, number 10. So pretty. And I'm so sad. If you watched my haul when I got this, I thought that I had the little condiment container that came with it. And when I got out into the sunlight, I realized that it had a big crack in it. And hey, Delbert, and when I got home and looked it up, then I realized the lid wasn't original to it either. It had a different lid. There's the blue and the lavender. So that was disappointing. I just love it. And for this to have survived, especially when the actual jar didn't. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's everything, guys. So if you see something that you like, let me know. If you want to see something again, let me know. I'm having a nice little vacation here at Moderators. And then we'll see how this running errands goes this morning, because I'm not one who likes to go new places by myself. Although, I mean, she's lived here for 2 years now, so I have been up here quite a bit. And, you know, got my Maps app on my phone, and I'm slightly familiar with the area. So I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. And if you missed my coffee cup, hey, Helen. There's my coffee cup of the day. This was mine back in the 80s. And when my daughter moved out, she begged me to take it with her, and I let her. I am in Barberton this week. And on Friday, because they're going to get back tomorrow night. And so I'm going to stay one more night because Friday is her actual birthday, and I want to spend her actual birthday with her. And so we're going to go to Wadsworth on Friday because they have a Goodwill that she likes. I'm not sure if she found this at that Goodwill, because Barberton doesn't have a Goodwill. But we're going to do that. And then I will head home from Wadsworth. Barberton is outside of Akron. I know if I drive too far in the one direction, then I'm in Akron. And I don't want to be in Akron. My ex-husband's grandma used to live in Akron, and he did too. When we split up, when my youngest was born, he moved out of the city. And, you know, he's just an excuse to never come to doctor's appointments or school activities or things like that. But, yeah, he lived in Akron, and I don't like driving around Akron. It's too big, and I always seem to end up in the wrong part of town. And but Barberton's nice. It's a nice little town. They have a really nice school here. And a very, very teeny one strip downtown. That's where my daughter works. So. Ooh. Where's Mary located? I know she's here in Ohio. Is she up this way? My niece, the one that just got the job as a teacher in Toledo schools. So as we're moving her in next month, maybe I'll be able to head over to I can't remember his name, Toledo Antiques, and check out their store. Oh, she is? That's interesting. I didn't realize she was that close to me. I've met up with Sabrina, who's closer to Columbus, but we met kind of halfway. She was able to schedule an eye doctor appointment that day, and then we met up after that. But that's the only reseller I've met up with, mostly because with having chronic illness, it's just hard for me to do the drives and get around. Oh, you guys, I missed it because I'm here, but my niece, my other niece that I live with, the one that just graduated high school, she got engaged yesterday. And I know some people are going to say she's too young, but she's already an STNA. She's already been accepted into the nursing program. She was valedictorian. She's got a really good head on her shoulders. She has very specific goals that align with his, and they've been together for a year. So I don't know. My parents got engaged. I think on the day my mom graduated from high school, and they've been together 51 years this week. So, and my mom was teasing my niece. She's like, well, I can only guarantee you that your marriage will last 51 years. Yeah, I just don't get anywhere much. Yeah, I don't think I've been at Delaware since before I had kids. Before I got fibromyalgia, I went everywhere. I mean, I would travel. I had met a boy who was home on leave, and I flew out to Enid Air Force Base to meet him after spending the week with him while he was here. And then I made friends while I was there. I flew out 2 more times to see other friends. But I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia the year that I got pregnant with my son. And so then I was busy having kids and nursing babies and dealing with all of that. And by the time I was done, then I was working full time because I was a single mom, and I didn't have the energy to go anywhere or do anything. So my one sister, the one that doesn't live close to me, we're still trying to plan a getaway this summer. So I hope that we can get away somewhere, do a little something, get a little mini vacation in. You guys probably can't hear that, but the one cat is going, meow, meow. The other one's sitting over here staring at me. You're on my socks. I got to wear those socks today. Oh, I don't know, Kathy. Is it just, I don't know. She just said Toledo schools. She's going to teach choir to 7th through 12th grade. And my parents are from Findlay, Ohio. Like, Dad graduated from Findlay High School, which is where my one sister lives right now. And so we do have some connection to that area. I can remember going shopping in Toledo as a kid when I was with my grandparents who still lived in that area. And so she won't be too far from my sister. So she'll have an aunt there, and she has a ton of great aunts and uncles in the area. So at least she'll know some people. She'll have family close by. All right, you guys, unless I missed anything, let's see. I don't think I missed anything. I think I'm going to head out and check out the 2 thrift stores and then go by Mark's and pick up cat litter because I need cat litter. And I will see you guys on Monday's Glass with Class. We'll be talking about the Kemple Glass Company. And I will be back home for that. And then coffee chat and a small sale next week. If you need the prompt one more time, here it is. Draw on a page with markers. And I'll see you in the chats. Bye, everybody. Have a great Wednesday.